So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this channel. So, today we are going to develop again a very beautiful and amazing application, that too on a new and advanced module of Python, which is KIVYMD. Right. So, let's first start with importing the required module in this Sublime Text platform. And after that, I'm going to tell you how can you use the various features of this module for, creating a very innovative and amazing application. So how can you import this Kiwi module? First of all, I would like to tell you that. So it's very easy. Uh, you can just put this code import Kiwi over here like this, and your this module will get imported, and you can now use it over here in your coding file. And how you will download and install it, so it's again very simple. You can make use of this command pip install and then the name of this package or library, you can say, and then you can fire your command in the command prompt, and thereby the command prompt will download all the features, all the classes, all the signatures of this library from the internet, and it will install everything on your device, and after that you can start using it. Right, so I already have this module on my device. That's the reason I don't have to install it again. If you want, you can do it. If you do not have this module, you can do it right now. So now it's time for us to import the various things that we use, that we need to use for developing the app we are here for today from this Kiwi module. So Kiwi, from this Kiwi.app, I would like to import this thing app. So it is going to help us in creating a full-fledged mobile application. And then there is this thing Kiwi.uix. Okay, and the first thing I would like to import from this is the layout. So grid layout is what I would like to import first. That's what I am doing right now over here. So that is how you have to write this grid layout. G of this grid has to be in capital, and L of this layout needs to be in capital. Remember this thing. And over here, of this grid layout, everything needs to be small. Fine, then you can copy this entire line of code and you can put it over here. Let's replace it with this thing label, and then we can change this also to label. So it can be used for defining the label boxes, right? And then in order to define the text input boxes through which we can get the input from the user, from the users of our application while the app is in running mode. So we can use this text input right like this, and here we need to put it like this, text input. Fine, and then the only thing that we are left with now is the thing that with which we can create the button. So buttons can be created again with this function named button, and to import it you'll have to put this button in small first over here with this UIX, and then here you can put it in like this. So B is in capital and the rest everything is in small. So this is going to help us in creating the layout of our mobile application. This is for the label boxes we'll be using, and this is for the input boxes where the user can type something, in which the user can type something, and he can provide his or her input to us, right? And then this is for the buttons. Now it's time for us to create a child class, right? So for doing that, we can simply use this class named keyword and then child app. Inside this, I would like to make use of grid layout. So that's the one which I would like to pass as a parameter to this child app named class. Let's define this function named init. Okay, and then let's pass two parameters to it. So this is the first one, and the second one is quarks that we would like to have. And with this quarks, you can have unlimited parameters. Okay, it's time for us to call the super function, and then we can have this child app and also this self parameter, right? And then we can put this init over here like this, right? So super is generally used for inheritance purpose. I hope you guys know about it. If not, then please go and check out the tutorials in which I have explained everything related to the basics of Python. It's time for us to now define the number of columns. So I would like to have two columns in my mobile applications window. So self dot add dot widget. With the help of this, you can add something to your applications widget. Time for us to add a label first to our widget. So with the help of this label, that we imported right on the top over here, it should be like this. L should be in capital. Sorry, it was an error. Okay, so with the help of this, we can create a label, of course. Now, what is the text you would like to see getting reflected as a label for this label? So we can have this text student's name, right? So that's what I would like to see getting reflected. Okay, now if you want, you can add some more things to this widget. So that's a label box I've added. Now besides this, I would like to add an text input box also, so that the user can enter his name in that text input box and we can read it also. So what we can do, we can simply come down on this next line, and then we can use a variable here. Let's make use of this variable named s underscore name. So s is for student and name. Then whatever the student will provide us as an input in this text input box, it will be taken as an input by the application of ours, right? So that is how you can define a text input box. Here we need to place an equal to sign, right? Okay, it's time for us to now add this s dot name to this widget we have created here. So how can we add this s underscore name, the variable we have defined here, in which the value the user will input in this input box is going to come in this add widget. How can we make it a part of this widget of ours? So again, we can use this self dot add underscore widget thing, and then simply we can put self dot s underscore name here. Fine, so that is the way you can do it. I need to remove it from here. Besides, I need to remove this also from here. I think now everything is good to go. Yep. Let me just check one more time. So this is perfectly fine. Add widget, then we have this s underscore name, then we have this add widget. Okay. Uh, need to remove this from here. Why this is here? Now yeah, everything is perfectly fine. So we are done with adding a label box along with an input box to our screen or to our apps widget. It's time for us to add some more things to our widget. So I'm copying these three lines and I'm going to paste it twice like this over here. Okay, and let me just check the comment section once if I have anything to answer. Hi sir. DHG Lighting, hello dear, I hope you are enjoying this video. Please do not forget to like and share this video in your group so as to make it reach to the maximum students possible, so that they guys can also come and enjoy these free online coding classes we are providing. And thank you very much for all the efforts, all the interest that you're showing in our videos, and you're making us popular day by day. Thank you so very much, whoever is there right now with me in the lecture, and whoever the students who are not able to join but they are they are watching my videos, they see my videos on daily basis, they are learning from my videos. Thank you so very much for giving preference to my videos. Okay, now let's change the text over here. So the second thing I would like to see is the students marks, right? And then we have this input box over here. Let's change the name of the variable. So I would like to have this variable named s underscore marks. So whatever the user is going to type in this text input box, it is going to get saved as a value in this student marks variable. I need to remove this from here. This is fine, but this needs to be removed. Yeah, now it is perfectly fine. Okay, it's time for us to change this variable to s underscore marks. Same thing we are going to do here also. So I'm changing this to students gender. Fine, and so just a second. Let me just remove these single inverted comma from here. Yeah, now it is perfectly fine. So student gender, and then we can have this variable to s underscore gender. So whatever the user will type here in this input box, it will come directly in this variable, and then it will get reflected on the widget because we are using it. We are using this variable again over here. When I will show you the output, definitely you will be able to understand everything whatever I have defined till now over here. So we are done with defining the code. Now this code is going to build the front screen. It will with the help of this we will be able to see three different input boxes with along with three different labels, right? When I will run the whole code and show you the output, you will be able to understand each and everything. It's time for us to now create the parent class. So we are done with creating the child class, right? Now we are creating the parent class. So parent app, and here we can pass app as a parameter to this parent app class. Let's define this build class. So self, and here I'm putting this colon. I would like to return this child app function, child app class. Now, when this parent app will be called, what will happen? Another function I have defined here, which is build. So when this will be called, what is going to happen? This child app class will be executed, and we'll be able to see finally everything on our applications main window. I will have to put a condition here so as to tell the interpreter to run this parent app class. Now, what is that condition? We can use this simple condition if name is equal to uh, this main. Okay, anytime this condition becomes true, what should happen? This parent app should run. Parent app is the parent class, if you remember. That's the one, right? Which I would like the interpreter to execute. So this is the way we can get it executed. Let's save the changes, and now I am running the program. Let's see what are we going to get as an output. By the time, okay, I am getting this error. What is this? Cannot import name test input. Okay, so I think I have defined an incorrect spelling somewhere. It should be text input, not test input. Yeah, now I think it's perfectly fine. I'm running this again and I'm getting an error over here. It should be marks, not marquee. Okay, running it again. So that's the output we are getting: student name, student marks, student gender, right? And we have two columns over here. So it's a mobile application, right? You can run it on your mobile phone. It's right now this file is in .py format, I'll try to shoot a video in which I can tell you how you can convert this .py into .apk file, and then you can access this beautiful application on your mobile devices by installing that .apk application on your device, right? So whatever we have defined over here, as you can see, now it this interpreter of Python has converted everything into this output, right, which you're seeing over here. So student name. So this is the widget I was talking about earlier when I was defining the code over here. So this widget is this whole window which you're seeing, and then label, text input boxes. These are some parts of widgets, right? So that's the first label, and just next to it you can see this input box, the code of which I have defined over here. Similarly, we have this label named student marks, and you can see it over here. And then we have this input box, and you know we are accessing this input box here. We have passed it as a parameter to this widget, and that's the reason we are able to see this input box here. Now if you want, you can write here something. I would like to write my own name, so Gaurav Kumar Jain, and with this you can find a YouTube channel also on YouTube. It's a popular channel where you can come and learn coding, that too free of cost, right? And student marks, so we can enter something like this, and students gender also we can enter. So everything is working perfectly fine, right? Okay, let me just check the comment section once. If I have anything to answer, definitely I would like to answer that. Kushan, okay, so Kushan, you can give me a call on my number. I think that will be great. I would like to help you personally, dear, for this query, because it's not related to what we are doing here right now. We are here to learn coding, and I'm not here to tell you about all these things. But definitely, if you want help with this query of yours, I am ready to help you. You can give me a call on my number. You can find it on my YouTube channel very easily, right? Is there any other query? Shaker, hello, I hope you are enjoying this coding lecture. Please do not forget to like and share this video, dear. Thank you very much in advance for your support and everything. Okay, so we are able to get the required output, as you can see, and just a second. Okay, so these are the label boxes and these are the input boxes. It's time for us to now define the code with which we can get a button kind of thing also on our this widget. So how to add a button to the widget? Now let's check it out. So I've closed that window on which the application was visible, and now I am defining the code over here for creating a button. Now what I want is, see, for this button thing, let's first create a function, right? So when that button will be clicked, which we will be defining the code for later on, I would like this function to be called, right? I would like the interpreter to execute this function at that time when the button will be pressed. So I am creating this function first, and I'm passing these two things as parameters to this function. So the first thing which I would like to do is I would like to print the name which the user is going to enter in this text input box. Right. So here I'm just typing name of the student is, because I haven't yet connected my application to any server. That's the reason whatever is going to get printed, it is going to come here in this logs section. Okay, so name of the student is, and then we can get it from this parameter named s name, right? And because we want to get it in the form of text, so that's the reason we need to put this dot text also at the end. Let's copy this entire thing, and I'm pasting it thrice. So in the second line, I would like to see the marks of the student. Fine. Marks of the students is, and marks are going to come in this marks s underscore marks named variable. Similarly, we can get the gender of the student also printed. So it is going to come in s underscore gender named variable. Right, I think this is now perfectly fine. It's time for us to now define the code with which we can get a button kind of thing on our mobile applications window. So for this, let's come down over here and let's use this code. So self dot press, and that is the way you can create a button. Now what would you like to see getting reflected on the top of the button? Means on the head of the button, whatever you want to see, you can just type it out over here. For example, I would like to see this thing click me right on the top of the button, so I have written this over here. Okay, it's time for us to now bind it with this press variable. So self dot press dot bind we can use, and then it's time for us to bind this function with this press named variable in which the button is going to come and get saved. So how can we do that? With the help of this bind function, we can easily bind any function with this button we have defined. So I would like to bind this, we can use this on press, right? So when the button will be pressed, what will happen? I would like the interpreter to call this function click me and execute. Okay, and finally, let's add this button to the widget. The way we have added these things to the widget, in the same way we can add this button also. So self dot add widget, and here we can put the name of the variable in which the button is there. So press is the name of the variable, right? Let me just save the changes. Now if I will run the code, let's see what is going to happen. So here is the button. Okay, I'm able to click it, and right now we are able to see marks of the students is, but nothing is coming here because these input boxes are completely blank. We haven't inputted anything over here in this input boxes. Let me just enter my own name. So Gaurav Kumar Jain, and here I would like to enter my marks, so 56, and then students gender male. Okay. Now if I will hit this click me button, what will happen? So this is what I am getting right now. Marks of the students is 56, gender of the student is male. Right, now one thing is missing here. We are not getting this we are getting name of the students. Okay, we are getting everything now. Name of the student is Gaurav Kumar Jain, marks of the student is 56, and gender of the student is male. So it is working perfectly fine. Let me just check the comment section once. If I have anything to answer, definitely would like to answer that query. Yes, Kushan, I remember you, dear. I remember you. Okay, Kavya, I think she's trying to help you out. She has given a very good suggestion. You can try it out. I think it will resolve your query. Maybe there is some, IP addresses issue at your end. Okay, tell me how to kick someone off our Wi-Fi. So yes, you can change the IP address of your computer, right? So that he may not access the Wi-Fi point you are using. Okay, that is one solution to the problem you have asked. You have already tried it. Okay, try to change the password of your device. Then you can change the password of your router, or you can reconfigure your router in such a way that only two or only your device you can connect with that. No other device can get connected with a Wi-Fi point you use at your home. code with code with Adarsh. Okay, hello dear. I hope you guys enjoyed this lecture. Okay, now coming back to this coding part, if you have anything which you are not able to understand, if you have any query, anything you are not able to understand, you are most welcome to let me know about the same so that I can sort it out. Okay, Kushan, I think it's high time, dear. Please stop asking this question. As I've told you, if you can contact me directly on my number, not the right platform to get in discussion on all these things. We are here to learn coding. We are not here to talk about all these things, right? So when we will be doing this hacking thing, definitely I'm going to answer this question of yours at that time. Okay, so I think you guys don't have any query. Fine. In case you come across any issues while designing this application on your own, please do let me know about the same in the comment section. Do put your query in the comment section. Definitely, I am going to help you out with every possible solution. Besides that, there is this company Geeks for Geeks School for which I'm working right now. So it has come up with some amazing courses for students. If you want, you can just visit the main website of Geeks for Geeks School and to check out the various courses it is right now providing to the students. And definitely you will find the courses very interesting. In case you have any queries related to the courses, you can let me know about the same. You can contact me directly. I'll sort out the query of yours related to the courses Geeks for Geeks is providing right now to the students. And after that, you can take the course which you think is appealing, which you think is going to benefit you a lot in your career. And if you want to get in touch with any of the technical executive of Geeks for Geeks School, definitely they you can do it very easily. They have a toll-free number on which you can contact the customer care executive team of Geeks for Geeks School and get your query sorted out. So this is it from my side in this lecture. Hope you guys enjoyed this one a lot. Thank you very much all of you for joining me at this time in this tutorial. Bye bye and have a great day.